The MMA India Show.
Getting ready to board my plane. Flight's leaving in about an hour, but so I still have some time. People are starting to show up. It's kind of getting me nervous, but more excited than anything. It's always exciting to go someplace new and meet new friends. But at the same time, there's some fear of the unknown. So I think you get a little bit of both, and that makes it an adventure. Next, when I check in, I'll see you guys in India. See you guys in about 20 hours.
Hi, my name is Rama Reddy. I have been teaching Jiu-Jitsu and MMA in India for the last 7 years, very specifically in Bangalore. I'm very happy to be hosting Eliot to some extent, but I wouldn't say I'm necessarily hosting him. I'm very happy to have planned Eliot's trip and his seminar tour through India, and I'm very glad that he brought Bobby. That was a surprise. It was like twins.
Anything interesting about your entry into Bangalore? Like, what was it?
So, well, first of all, I was probably the only Caucasian guy on the plane, and I noticed that when I was checking in, I was like, "There's no other." I was surprised. I don't know if it's weird to say that, but you know, like if you go, I've been to Japan a lot, right? And you'll see a lot of people from like all different races, but I feel like this flight was just like me and everybody else. I mean, it was a great service. The food was good. Curry with every meal, which I'm not going to complain. I like it. And but so I get into an Uber. The guy doesn't really speak English. We're trying to like make sure he's him and I'm me, and so we kind of figured it out, but I'm still kind of not sure. We start driving anyways, and he has these hiccups. So he's like, "Oh, I need to, you know," and he doesn't really speak English, which I understand. So we didn't really pull over. We were like parked in the middle of the road, kind of on the side, and then he went to one of these street vendors to go get water. There's like cars like honking, going all around. Like, another car like stops, does like a 3-4 point turn, and then continues on. You know, and this is like not a freeway, but kind of like a freeway-esque place. So that was like the first part, and then we're going through traffic. You know, lines don't really make sense. I don't know why they even have lines. But we get to what we think is our hotel, and I don't see anything that resembles a hotel. But the guy says, "We're here, destination." And I'm thinking, destination? If I get out and this isn't the right place, like, I'm not gonna find an Uber. So I'm like trying to show the guy, like, I don't think this is the right place. And then he goes back and he's like speaking to me in what's Kannada? It's I think the local dialect, and I'm like, I don't really know what you're saying, but I'm showing him my phone, and we're kind of going back and forth. He rolls down his windows, yelling at the guys, like, "Where are we? Like, where's the hotel? Town Hall Hotel." And that's not it. And then, so I'm kind of getting nervous, like, is he gonna make me get out? I don't want to get out. I'm not gonna get out. So I just decided, like, I'm not gonna get out. and then he ends up like, somehow I figure out that he's asking me for the hotel number, like the phone number to the hotel. So then I give him the phone number, he starts to call the guy, and then he's like going someplace else. So I think we're going to the right place. And then that's when we started texting, and yeah, and then we actually did. And then I saw that familiar face over there, and I was like, I know where I'm at.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so, but that was like a little hiccup, I guess, if you will. But it was kind of, it was fun, you know. I wasn't expecting things. It was fun, and it was still easy. Nobody, you know. Even if I probably got off, people would help me, you know, find where I was going anyways. Although it was like 1.5 miles, 2 miles away, probably. So had I gotten off, that
would have been the end of Eliot.
That would have been the end of the series. Or I would have had an interesting story spending the night in outdoors.
My name is Bobby Allen. I'm from Northern California. Born and raised 21 years, and then I joined the Navy, and I was in the Navy for 9 years. So I've traveled all over the place, and I started training jiu-jitsu when I was stationed in San Diego. I've trained all over the place also. It was actually really cool. I got a ride down to San Francisco, and I had a red eye from at 1 a.m. And so I was in the airport for 24 hours, I believe, because I went from the flight was nice and everything. When I got off the plane and I finally got out of the airport, and I just noticed that it wasn't as hot as I thought, and I was like dreading that I was gonna have to wait for Eliot for like 8 hours. So then you told me that where we were going to stay, so I got a taxi, and the taxi ride was super interesting. So I've been to the Middle East and the Italy and seen the traffic and everything, but it was all of that combined, I would say, and then a little more. So like when I was on the highway coming here, I remember looking up to the left at some scaffolding that had no wood planks in it, but it was probably like 15 stories high, and there was a guy just like hanging out like 10 floors up, like on the scaffolding, just like trying to like fix some banner that was waving in the wind, and that really tripped me out. And then I was kind of taken off guard. Like I forgot that this was like a British colony, so I didn't know that they drove on the left side of the road. So that's gonna get me killed. Like I'm gonna get hit by like one of those mopeds, or what is the 3-wheeled machines? What are the autos?
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are gonna take me out for sure. Yeah.